All right, perfect. So everyone, welcome to the call. I want to make sure that you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat box just so I know that you can hear me. And it is time to launch this thing off. So everyone, welcome to the call. I'm super excited to have the ability to share with you tonight what I believe is the most powerful thing that we've ever found. I have a couple people on the call tonight that I want to share even before we get this thing kicked off. I have my good friend, Eric Garrison. Eric, this thing has just been absolutely phenomenal. And what I want to do is, if you could just share, because you have 20 years trading experience. You've traded a ton of money, but that's really not the point. The biggest thing is your desire that you have to help people. And I want you to share shortly, if you could, just why this has been something that's been for you.
I'm here. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I've only been in this company for a short period of time, but I've been watching this for quite a while now, you guys. And I am absolutely the mindset where I like to help people. I'm trying very diligently to help as many people as possible and to create financial freedom. And when I saw what SSL is actually and Beat the Banks group is doing, I was like, man, I'm all over this. I recently left another company that had a trading product and what they were doing, and I saw this as like, you know what, this is where I want to be. I want to come over to this, and I want to be able to grow and build and teach people how to have freedom, financial freedom. And so I'm just absolutely privileged to be here. I'm excited about this. I'm going to be able to accomplish my personal goals in trading and helping others. And that is why 100% why I'm here. So I'm very, very excited to be here, Josh. We can't hear you, brother. You're on mute.
I appreciate that. So one really thing that I love about the team that we have in place is it's a group of people that truly desire to bring massive change to the world. And I know, Dante, you and I were talking earlier. It's really crazy the fact that not only is this something that people are experiencing right away, but we truly do have documentation of it. And I know you've actually been in this longer than I have. And what I want to do, let's just kick this thing off talking between you and I before we even get this thing rolling, and just share your experience. I know we're going to pull up some MyFX books later to actually show documentation. So if you're ready to see the MyFX books, we're going to show those tonight. Give me a 555 if you want to see documentation. You don't want to just hear about good news. You want to see it in practice, in action.
I want to see it too. I'm putting a 555.
Let's go.
Excited every time. But yeah, bro, thanks for inviting me on the call, Josh. I appreciate it. I've been in Silver Star now for 6 months. I got exposed to this at a time in my life where I really thought that I wanted to kind of fall back and kind of sit back and do things by myself. I was a part of another company, similar to Eric, to where we were involved in a Forex market, but it was just education based. I thought that because I had a lot of time to commit to learn how to trade Forex myself. So I was able to spend the time and the hours that it takes to become proficient at any skill in the world, whether it's a sport, whether it's playing the piano, whether it's speaking another language, whatever it is, it takes hours and hours and hours, 10,000 hours to be able to master it. So I had that time to be able to spend and learn and become a profitable Forex trader by myself. And I thought that because I could do it, that everybody could do it. So I was I was inviting and enrolling all my friends and family just to realize that the majority of individuals who ever even step foot in this market be successful. 94% of Forex traders are never consistently profitable. So I was enrolling and bringing on a ton of my friends to come take a look at what I was doing and teach them how to manually trade, and they were failing. So it hurt for me, and it was like a moral thing to be like, okay, well, I know that 9 out of 10 people aren't going to be able to be good at this, so I don't even want to tell anybody this is what I do. I wanted to just kind of fall back and go into a cave and just trade by myself, and because there was just no platform or no vehicle where everybody could plug into and have success. And probably about 2-3 weeks into me deciding that I was going to just trade by myself in a basement somewhere, a friend of mine actually came to me with Silver Star. And unlike you guys get to see results and documentation to start. When I joined, there wasn't any results and documentation at the moment. It was just a group of individuals with the idea and the theory behind it and all the pieces put together, but there wasn't an actual product out at the moment. And they were just kind of pitching to us what they had in mind. And then when I went to LA to actually meet Quicksilver and the individuals who are behind the software and get to see up and close what they had coming out, I was amazed. I actually was able to use one of the older versions of the software to see it work in my own eyes. And I was blown away by the fact that everyday individuals would be able to plug in and use something like this to potentially see profits. And it's just something for me. Once I saw the results from my own eyes and my own stuff, I felt like I was obligated to then tell people, because I always wanted to tell people about Forex because it is great. It's the largest financial market in the world. It's undebatable. So I always wanted to introduce my friends and family to it, but it's not something that everybody can learn. It's for anyone, but it's not for everyone. But with our software now that we have in Benjamin, it allows the everyday individual to participate. I think that's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, appreciate it. No doubt, man. It's for me, guys, and a lot of you on this call, you may know me, some of you may not. Really, it's irrelevant, the individual. The thing that's so powerful and what I love most about what we have is it finally gives everybody an opportunity to win. And I think that's where my core and my heart has always been. How do we have a way to finally make everybody successful? You know, and the fact is, like Dante said, 90+% of people fail that try to learn. So for us, we found this software and it started working. And that's the only reason we shared. I joined over 60 days ago, actually pushing 75, 89. That's crazy. And when I joined, I didn't tell anybody about it. I wanted to see the results for myself. You know, I was really deciding what avenue that I really wanted to share and push in my life that I feel like could bring the most value to people all around the globe. You know, and after seeing the documentation around 50 to 60 days straight, not one person that followed the recommended settings lost money, right? When I saw that, I said, how do I not tell people about it? Then I had to get everything set up for myself. And I was like, dude, this just makes sense. You know, and I know Eric's came in recently. Eric, is it not insane? Not one person you've seen in the group has lost money. I've never seen that in my life.
It's true. And everybody that I've personally been involved with, everybody that has been setting this up, that are contacting me saying, Eric, I've never made money in the Forex market. I woke up this morning and I was up 2-3% on my account. And they're like thanking me, and, you know, they're just very gracious. And I'm like, you know, this is what I live for. I live for people being able to change their lives and make consistent passive cash flow. And I love it. So yes, you're absolutely right. In the time that I've been trading, in the short period of time with this company, I am very blown away with the results that I'm seeing. And I couldn't be more excited.
I love it. I love it. So Dante, you have your screen. I'm gonna let you go ahead and pull that up actually. And
you want to get back to the money?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just pull it up, and I think then we can break down everything from there. I think it makes sense to show the software and then we can explain everything. But guys, what's the most powerful about all of this is, like we've said over and over and over, this is real documentation. We're pulling up documentation. As you can see, I'll let Dante break this down for us. But the fact is, documentation beats results, or beats conversation, and we have that. And I love that, because there's a lot of people that may speculate, well, I don't know if this thing works. Well, the good news is we know, and we have a MyFX book to prove it. So Dante, I'll throw it over to you, bro.
You hear me clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So like Josh was saying, guys, that this is an FX Blue, and what we have here in the software, it's not special as far as the first time anybody has tried to create something like this. So people try to create softwares and bots all the time. So what you'll see are people talking and hyping up different softwares and things like that, but they will never really have what we have here, which is a documented verification of our service. And this is a third-party service at FX Blue. And what they do is verify the validity of accounts. So there won't be any demo accounts or anything that isn't valid. You guys can see here, the account type is real, which is ensuring you that this is real money that's being traded. There's nothing fake about it. And we can go to the statistics to break it down a little simpler. But you can see here, this individual actually started his account with a little under $3,000. So you can see here a little under $3,000 he started his account with. Now this was 110 days ago, so a little over 3 months, pushing on 4 months at this point. And you gotta remember the holidays, the software was off for like 2 weeks. So you can see here though, in the course of this 4-month time frame, he was able to profit a little under $800. So he deposited $3,000 into his account, and then 4 months later, he was in profit of over 800. I don't know about you guys, but if I go put $3,000 into my Wells Fargo account, in 4 months, it's going to be $3,000, maybe $3,000 and a couple cents. So to think that this is a software, this individual doesn't know anything about Forex trading. He's not a trader. He doesn't have the experience that Mr. Garrison has. He doesn't even have the experience that I have in 2 years of trading. He knows nothing and is able to literally make profits while he is able, like while he's sleeping. And with this, guys, we show you the FX Blue. I'm going to show you a real account and get into the details. But I just wanted to show you guys the validity of what it is that we have here. And what's special about our software is that you have the ability to edit and make changes to the account. So the software, a lot of people are seeing mirror traders and things of that nature. The difference between what we have and anything else is that you have the ability to edit your software. We are a software company. We sell the software. So once a client buys it, they then have the license to be able to adjust the settings on it to their liking, which allows the client to have much more control as opposed to us dictating what it is that happens to your money. So I'm going to get into a couple of accounts, and I want to show you guys why this software is so powerful. Got it. So you'll see here, 1 second. Eric, can you see this clear?
Yeah, I can see it.
Cool. I'm just getting a little lag. Just want to double check. Okay, guys, so you can see here, this lady, her name is Abby. Abby's been working with me now for pushing on 3 months. You can see her FX choice. That's a real account. And let me scroll up. We're just going to get into her results and show you guys why the software is so powerful. So I'm going to scroll up to when she made her first deposit. So you can see here up top, her initial deposit was $1,485. So a little under $1,500. And this was, she got her first trade on 11/7. So that's November 7th. So a little over 2 months. And you can see here, guys, what's powerful about our software is that anybody can create a system that's going to win 70 to 80% of the time. That's not what's special. What's special about our software is what it does when it actually loses. So if you guys are familiar with the foreign exchange industry, prices are going to go up. So you can be lucky and be able to win. It's about what happens when you lose and how to mitigate your losses. So you can see here her account. You have a $24 win, a $25 win, a $27 win, a $24 win. Yes, that's awesome. But I want you guys to take a good look at this right here. You see this? She has a loss of $39.08. The software, what's special about it is it has the ability to think. It is an artificial intelligence. So the software literally noticed that Abby was losing this trade at $39.08, and it immediately entered her into a hedge trade to be able to mitigate her losses. So you see here the win was $43.08 and the loss was $39.08. So she actually ended up making a couple bucks throughout this process. But what the software did was notice that her trade wasn't going the correct way, and then enter in another trade for her to be able to hedge her out of it. So the software doesn't lose. All it does is win and tie, which is special, guys. Eric, would you like to kind of just share a little bit of your experience as far as being a trader and how important it is to be able to have your money protected while you're actually entering trades?
Absolutely. You know, that's the biggest thing that when I've ever educated people is money management. And, you know, typically how I've always traded with a set style with stop losses. So I've never been personally myself a big hedge trader. But the way that this does this, it's taking additional positions in the direction of the trade, and it's preventing those drastic losses. So when the AI is clicking in, it's taking that reversal in effect, and it's coming out with a positive trade in a very short period of time. So, you know, as an individual human being, it's very, very hard to be able to study the markets and do what this product is doing like this. It's such a quick time frame. So when I've been watching this, and I've actually been studying it, doing these trades, it sees things with the AI that we as humans don't. And it takes all that emotion out. So yes, exactly what you're showing there. I've witnessed this over and over and over again on accounts where it's going in, it's protecting your account, and it's getting into a position where it's coming out of it with that gain, and it's protecting your profits.
Absolutely. I think that was a great way to describe it. Guys, I'm going to show you guys the results of Abby's account. What I want you to keep in mind is that before we even show you the result of her account, is that everybody's account is different. So that you guys have the ability to adjust your risk settings from lower to higher risk. Abby is more of a high risk individual. She has a very good job. So I don't want to show you guys these results, and this is what you expect from your personal account. I just want to show you the reality of what's happening. I see somebody raising their hand. Do you see that, Eric? How do I let them ask the question? Guess what's that? So you guys can see here, Abby's account was started again. The initial deposit was $14.85, and in the course of her 2.5 months or whatever it's been now, she's profited over $1,800. You see the profit over here at $23.50. That's just before the broker takes their cut. So she actually profited $1,800, leaving her account balance at $3,300, which is extremely it's just amazing to think that she made over 100% of her account in that time frame. Now, this does not mean that everybody's account is going to do the same thing. Obviously, Abby was a lot more risky with her money, but this is just to show you the power of the Benjamin software. And we have two softwares, and I'm going to show you examples of both tonight. But this is our Benjamin software. It trades off of compound interest. I don't know if you guys really know the power of compound interest. I did not know it when before I started trading Forex. So I'm going to just show you guys a quick example of what compound interest can really do. When I introduce this to people and show them Benjamin, we always discuss about the base settings bringing you between 7 and 10% a month. So between 7 and 10% a month is what you should expect when using your Benjamin based on your account size. So that's what you should be expecting. So let's just throw some hypotheticals out there. So what this is a compound calculator, which shows you the power of compound interest over time. Guys, this is not a get rich quick thing. I'm not about get rich quick at all. This is a 5-year game plan to change your entire life. And to think, let's say we start with a balance of, let's just say $1,000. $1,000 is fine. And I said between 7 and 10%. So 8.5% is right in the middle. So let's just use 8.5%. I just showed you an account that got over 100, but we're just going to keep it very modest at 8% here, 8.5% over the course of 60 months. You can see with just $1,000 account balance that 8.5% a month, this individual was to get their account all the way to $133,000. And how that happens is, again, the power of compound interest. So you can see that the first month this individual traded, it was actually making $85, and you add that 85 to your balance, and you take 8.5% of that and continue to go up and up and up. And guys, we can play on this thing all day. I started accounts on here with $200, $500 just to see. And this is before we even had our software that just came out in Hamilton, which is built for smaller account sizes. But for individuals who have a few $1,000s to be able to use this and participate, imagine starting an account with $3,000 or $5,000 over the course of 60 months at just a modest 8.5% per month. What's really, really possible? And you guys need to understand that if you don't start making money in your sleep, you're going to work until you die. That's just what it is. So this is a vehicle for you to be able to continue to do whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day basis that makes you happy and have your money working for you at the same time. Your money is the best employee on planet Earth. Your money doesn't get sick. Your money doesn't get tired. Your money doesn't get fights with his spouse. Your money doesn't show up late to work. If you show it how to work, it will continue to work for you every single day. And this is just a vehicle for you to be able to use to do just that. Eric, do you have anything you want to add before I continue?
You've covered this really well. My big thing is in compounding is duplication, and this has that ability to eliminate the mindset of having to trade. It helps protect you, but also it allows the trades to continue to duplicate over and over and over again. And that's what's fun about this, is seeing those accounts grow based on that duplication side. And I've always taught that.
Absolutely. And just to give you guys a little bit of backstory on some of the individuals who run the company, this is Hassan Mahmoud. He's the executive vice president of SilverStar. He's the guy you're going to see flying around the country, doing webinars, things of that nature to be able to expand the product to more people. And when I tell you this thing is blowing up, we've garnered over, I think, about 700-800 customers in the course of 2019, and we've only been here for a week. So we're bringing in over 100 customers a day right now. And it's actually going to go even more and even faster, to be honest, as people continue to see results. Because everybody's kind of doing the same thing right now. They're looking the same thing that Eric did. He was watching it, studying it, seeing people's results. And then when he was ready and he found the right team, he jumped in. There are thousands of people right now doing the same exact thing that Eric did. And as people continue to just show results and people continue to win and people to continue to make money while they sleep, more people are getting started with us. But you see here, this is our president, Candace Ross. Candace is actually like the glue of the company, if you ask me. She's one of the few female presidents in this industry. She is, I'm trying to tell you guys, she is amazing. And she keeps this whole thing together. She makes a lot of the tough decisions. And she's been a pleasure to work with over the course of 6 months for me. But this guy is where it really all starts. And we showed you this software, and I'm going to explain to you guys how it came into fruition. It's from this man right here, Quicksilver. Quick, he was a hedge fund trader for over 20 years at one of the most popular firms on Wall Street. And if you guys don't know what a hedge fund trader is, it basically means that people that had at least $100,000 will come and bring that to his fund, and he would be responsible for trading that. And he would have to bring them back, I think he told me like 20% per year. And he was bringing in returns of 300% per year. So he would give the client back 20%, and then that other 280% was for him and the hedge fund. So these guys are making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars doing this for years and years and years. And then he had an epiphany one day to where he realized that what he was doing wasn't helping anybody. And I guess that you get that feeling once you just make enough money to where you're like, dude, I got to do something to be able to give back. And this was his vehicle to be able to really, really give back to the community. So he created this software along with some coders to be able to take his brain, and you guys don't realize how smart this man is. He has an IQ score of 182, documented. That's the 93rd highest IQ score in the entire world. And with that, guys, just to put that in comparison, Albert Einstein's IQ was 162, I think. So he's 20 points higher on the IQ test than Einstein. And this is the individual who created this software that's here for you to use today. So Quick actually created this software with the intention to be able to allow everyday individuals to participate in the foreign exchange markets and be able to be able to make profits. And when you talk to him, he's like, if I can help the everyday 9-to-5 guy be able to pay a card note or pay a phone bill or something like that, that's what it is for him. And he's really excited to be able to bring this tool to the everyday person so that way they can make money. Some really key points I want you guys to really take away from this is that this software, what's powerful about Forex, I don't know about you guys in investing, but the most popular ways to invest in the world are really real estate and the stock market. Those are the two things you're going to hear people talk about the most. And in neither market is your money 100% liquid. If you go to purchase a real estate deal or put your money into a house project, you can't go take that capital out whenever you want. Same thing with a lot of these different brokers in the stock market. So what's powerful about Forex is that you have the ability to take out and withdraw your money whenever you want. There's no contracts. There's no, oh, you have to do this for a certain amount of time to get this. No, if you make some money today and you want to take it out tomorrow, you are absolutely entitled to do that. So for me, it's about empowering the individual. Like I said, I'm really excited about the fact that you can change the settings on the software because you empower the individual and you give people the ability to be able to understand what's going on and take control of their finances. Because you go put $1,000 in the bank, you don't have a choice about what happens to it. They're going to make millions of dollars with your $1,000 and they're going to give you back $1 for it in the course of 365 days. They don't care about you. They care about making them money, not you money. What we care about here is giving you a vehicle to make money. Whether you start your account with $1,000, $10,000, I got guys who have 20,000 plus in their accounts. I don't make any more or less money with how much money you guys invest into the software. We make money when you guys buy the product. So with that, it comes in with a different kind of a mindset. We don't need you guys to invest your last into this for us to be successful. This is something that you should want to use because no matter what, whether you like it or not, if you have $1 in the bank, you're already participating in Forex. So you're already involved in what's going on. You're just not making any money from it. So we have a vehicle here for you guys to really be able to capitalize on and make some extra money. I know people are probably like, well, how do I get started? How does this whole thing work? How do I get going? What we have here, guys, is our customer package. And at the end of this webinar, you guys are going to be getting with whoever brought you here to be able to get that link, to be able to become a customer of Silver Star Live. So that way you can have access to this amazing software with this team. So you can see here that the software costs $200. Yes, only $200. Guys, Quick told me that he had the offer to be able to sell this same software that we're talking about for $200 for like $50 million to a bank. So that way they can take other people's money, make more with it, and then continue to get back 1%. He didn't want to do that. And guys, imagine the kind of person you got to be to turn down a deal like that for everyday individuals. So we're talking about $199 down. And then we own the software. So when you are paying your $199, you're paying to rent it for a month. So at the end of that month, you have to pay for another month to rent it again. And who's not going to rent something that's making them money while they sleep? So every month it costs $145 to continue to rent the software. unless you want to participate in our 3 and Free program, in which you can simply share this amazing tool that you guys just learned about with 3 other individuals, and then be able to actually have your software fee waived, which means that every day after you get your 3 people, you're going to wake up and profit and not have had to pay any money to do so. I think that that is absolutely fantastic. And I think that, again, it allows people to really participate. Because when I tell people that the software brings back 10% a month, and they're like, well, dude, I got $1,000. That's only going to make me $100 my first month. That's not going to cover the subscription. Well, introduce it to 3 people, and now you got to worry about your subscription. So it just changes the whole ballgame when you empower people. Guys, you're going to talk no matter what. The first thing I did when I went to go, the last time I went to the movies, I think I went to go see Black Panther. The last time I went to the movies, the first thing I did when I walked out the movie theater was tell 5 people that I went and saw an amazing movie. When you go buy some new shoes, what's the first thing you're doing? You're taking pictures of it and putting it on your Instagram, or you're walking around, everybody's giving you compliments. You're going to talk. Uber, Lyft, all these different businesses, they work off of referral marketing. That's just what it is, because the best way to get any kind of information off to the public is through another human being. I see ads all the time that just blow past my face that I don't pay attention to. But if one of my best friends walks in the room and says, dude, you got to take a look at this, I'm going to take a look. So it's more effective for companies to be able to advertise the way that Silver Star Live and a lot of other companies have chosen to advertise, because they're doing it through the people, which does 2 things. Allows people to be able to make money from commissions from introducing it to people, and then allow their software to be portrayed in the correct way amongst real people in the field. Guys, this is amazing what we have here with this software. Eric, do you have anything you want to add or anything I'm missing?
Sorry about that. Actually, I do. I mean, I'm looking at this, and I agree with you on the value of what you get for the money. Is amazing. It really is, especially to have an automated AI system like this. Because, I've researched in the past, you'd spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be involved in anything remotely close to this. So for the cost, it's a big, big opportunity for the price. Really is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a guy who has like $15,000 in his account, and he makes over $200 per trade. So he's like, he doesn't even think about the monthly subscription. But for the everyday individual, giving you guys the resources to be able to participate and not have to go broke to participate and make extra money, guys. This is something that can literally change your life. I want to show you guys quickly our newest software that just dropped, I think like a week ago, Eric, maybe a week and a half ago. This is our software, Hamilton. To really, really maximize Benjamin, which is the first software that we went over, you really have to have, you want to have in the $1,000, $2,000 capital range to be able to really get the most out of it. But what Quicksilver just did was that, again, he's thinking about the little guy. He's not worried about the guy, like the guy I have my team of 15,000. He's worried about the individual that is really going to be figuring out a way to get $500 in an account. And he gave you a software that really can maximize that. I'm just going to show you guys an example of what the software looks like on a live account. Again, I don't show you guys any demo accounts. I'm not really about that at all. I like to keep things as transparent as possible. And again, this software is brand new. So this guy actually just got his account set up like yesterday. And just to show you guys the results from his account in maybe 24 hours, maybe a little under 24 hours. He started his account here with $306. And again, this is a live account by one of my guys, Ryan. You see here, started his account with 306. This software is called Hamilton. Hamilton is made for the small guy, but it's able to make you some big time wins. So you see here that Ryan started his account with $306. You see a ton of trades there, $1, 50 cents, minus $2. It takes a ton of trades. It is extremely active. Within seconds of Ryan setting his software up, he was in 2 trades and he was screaming for joy. So you can see here, though, at the end of this almost 24-hour time frame, Ryan was able to get his account up to $343, meaning he profited $37, which is over 10% of his $300 account in one day. We're talking about Benjamin making you 10% in a month, and Hamilton was able to do that on his account in one day. Hamilton trades at about a fixed rate, so you can expect to see anything from $200 to $500 in profit every month with Hamilton. It's not going to go up or down based on your account size. So again, it's made for the little guy who might only be able to get $300, $350 in an account. This was made for you. So you don't have to be on this call thinking that you need 10 grand to be able to participate in what we have here. You can literally start with an account size in a 300, 350 range to be able to utilize this Hamilton software. And I think it's amazing because it again leaves no room for error and allows everybody to participate, which is what me and what Eric and what Josh are about, is finding vehicles that everybody can utilize. My mentor of mine told me a long time ago that you really find wealth is when you can put yourself in front of a trend before it becomes apparent to everybody else. And that's what we have here at Silverstar, guys. Artificial intelligence. You guys see the cars, you see the Teslas and the self-driving cars and all this other stuff that's going on. That's the direction of life right now. Everything in life is headed in the direction of AI, artificial intelligence, things becoming automated, things becoming easier for people. So why would we think that trading couldn't actually do what everything else in life is heading towards? And guys, this right here is the first software that's going to allow people to participate at a reasonable price and actually work for the everyday individual. I haven't seen Benjamin have a losing month on anybody's account since I've been involved. And there's over 3,700, 3,800 people in the company now. So to have that amount of people winning on a consistent basis, it's ridiculous. And I've never seen anything like this before. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Philadelphia area. I've been a full-time entrepreneur now for 2 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 6. My product wasn't always legal, but now we're working with something special, guys. And I think that we have the ability to change the world with what it is that we have here. And I'm blessed to be able to share this with you. What everybody on this call needs to be doing is thinking about whoever it was that invited you on this call. I don't know who it was. It might have been me. It might have been Eric. It might have been Josh. Whoever invited you to this call, you really, really, really need to get back with them and get in contact with them as we get off of here and really get in contact to get that link and get started. Eric, do you want to add anything before we get out of here? I want to be respectful to everybody's time. All right, let's open it up for questions, actually. We can do that.
Sure.
Do you want to open it up? Or type in the chat, guys, you have any questions? Do I turn it off before I manually make a trade? Actually, to be honest, I manually trade on top of my software. The software, even if you enter a manual trade, if it's on one of the pairs that you have Benjamin on, if you start to lose that trade, it will hedge you out of a trade that you entered. So it can even protect you as a manual trader on top of that. But I wouldn't necessarily repeatedly manually trade while Benjamin is active and taking a bunch of trades as well. So that way you have as much margin room as possible. Just make a second account and trade manually on that one. Great question. Anybody else? Can we use any broker? Great question. No, you cannot use any broker. The US brokers like Forex.com and Awanda aren't going to be able to be used because they only allow you to have a 50-to-1 leverage. And you need at least 200-to-1 leverage to run Benjamin or Hamilton. But outside of that, for Benjamin, you need to have the MetaTrader 5 broker. So that would be the FX choice for Trader's Way. And for Hamilton, you can put it on any MT4 broker that has 1 to 200 leverage. Great question. With Hamilton software, can you let it build up as much as you want to? You can let it build up, but it's only going to bring you about the same returns every month, anywhere from like $200 to $500. So you can have 10 grand in a Hamilton account, and it's still only going to make you $200 to $500. So it doesn't matter. Like, you should get it to a certain point in that $1 to $2 grand range where you go ahead and open up a Benjamin account. Any other questions, guys? These are good ones. Does each instance of Hamilton need a new trading account? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Each instance of Hamilton, like you want multiple, then yeah, you're going to need a new trading account. I don't know what you mean by each instance. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you want multiple Hamilton accounts, then yes, you're going to need a new trading account every time. So Benjamin is the best software. I wouldn't say that. If you have $500 to your name, I wouldn't start with a Benjamin account. I would use Hamilton for a couple months and then eventually get the Benjamin. Like, yes, the long-term goal is to get the Benjamin for everybody. Have like a Benjamin account and Hamilton running at the same time. So it's like that. You can take the profits from Hamilton, add it to Benjamin every month. You can take the residual income, add it to Benjamin every month. You have a ton of options here in this space. Questions, comments, concerns, guys? Is there a limit? Hold on, 3 people said something at the same time. Is there a limit on the licenses you can buy? When you pay the $199, you get your one software for that. If you want to add on a license, it's cost $70. You're allowed to add 2 licenses to each package of yours. You buy your initial package for $200. You can add 2 licenses to that for $70 a piece. And then outside of that, you're going to have to purchase a new $200. Can you create multiple accounts, like 5 accounts at $1,000? Yes, as long as you're going to use 5 different softwares, you can get 1 for $200, the extra 2 for $70 each. And then anything after that, you're going to have to do the same process over. Does the monthly fee include both Benji and Hamilton? Basically, how it works is that you get Benjamin or Hamilton with 1 fee. So whatever one you want to choose is up to you. So like you can, if you buy Benjamin to start and you want to switch to Hamilton, that's fine. But when you pay your monthly fee, you have a license for the software. You can use it for each account, for whichever one you choose. What's the recommended capital to start Benji? I would say you want to start between $1,500 and $2,000. You can start it at $1,000. Like it's not. I just wouldn't say if for anything under $1,000, you should go Hamilton until you go there. What's the difference between Benjamin and Hamilton? Benjamin trades off a compound interest in your account every month. Hamilton trades a fixed rate every month. So Benjamin's going to take projected, no guarantees for any of this stuff, guys. But Benjamin's going to trade at about 7 to 10%, regardless of your account balance. So if you got $100, it will be between $7 and $10. If you had $1,000, between 70 and 100, like just in that range. And then Hamilton's going to bring you back the exact same amount every single month. So it doesn't matter your account balance. Anybody else have any questions? If you guys are excited to get started using Benjamin and Hamilton, can I see a 1 in the chat box? Is anybody excited to use this software, guys? You understand that we have the power to wake up and profit. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it is absolutely fantastic to wake up and realize before you even started your day, you made some money. Has anybody ever done that before? Waking up and profit? It's Eric, I'm sure you've done it plenty of times. How amazing is it to wake up knowing you made money before you even brush your teeth?
It's a lot of fun. It really is. I enjoy it.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have any questions? I'm going to be respectful to everybody's time. Only delay is trading account verification. Yeah, it takes a couple days, depending on your broker. No big deal. I'm talking about a couple days and then to be able to have it on nonstop from then. This is an amazing system. Exactly, Nick. I couldn't agree anymore. Can I explain the risk levels in Benjamin? After you guys get started, I have a video that's on my YouTube that explains the risk on how to be able to set your account and the different risk level settings and all that. I'm not going to get into that onto this call, but just get with whoever invited you to the call, Mr. Copen, and I can get you over that video. Questions, comments, concerns? This is your chance. Where is the recording going? That would be one you would have to ask Josh. I don't know exactly, but he'll have that answer for you. Can I buy both products? Yeah, you can buy the first one for $200 and then the second one for plus $70. Questions, comments, concerns? I'll give you guys another minute. What's your YouTube link? We'll send it over to you. I'll make sure Josh gets all that information after the call. He can definitely make sure. Can you run both products at the same time? Yes, you can. You can run Hamilton and Benjamin at the same time, and it'll work, yes. That was nothing, Mr. Copen, I promise. We got much more in store. We're going to be doing calls like this all the time. Ain't that right, Eric? Because just the people have to know about this, and this is really the only way they find out.
I'm planning on doing this every week, maybe more than two, 3 times a week, so that we're because we've got so much momentum right now, you guys.
To clarify, it's $199 the first month and $145 each month after. Correct. All right. I don't think we have any more questions. Legends, exactly. Legends is the move, man. Thank you for your time, George. I hope that you guys have a great remainder of your evening. Out of respect for everybody's time, we're going to get out of here and let you guys continue to enjoy what it is. That's the most valuable thing that humans have, which is your time. So go spend some time and enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Get back with the person who got you on this call. Get your Benjamin account, get your Hamilton account started ASAP. If you guys get Hamilton, the second your broker is approved and you're on, you're going to see some action. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys get started. And I appreciate your time, Eric. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be on a call with somebody like yourself. I'm looking forward to doing big things, brother.
Sounds good. You're so welcome. And thanks, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah.